Hayden Deegan's turning pro. For a lot of you big old Deegan fans out there, this is some amazing news and some exciting news that you guys have been looking forward to and searching for to find out whether or not it was going to happen for quite some time. After Deegan got done with Loretta Lynn's and he walked away with one championship, sadly it wasn't the B class due to an accident he had with Old Ferry that left his spokes a little busted. He got the DNF, couldn't catch to win. Either way though, Deegan has shown that he's got some of the fastest, or well, rather, the fastest times at Loretta Lynn's in 2022, meaning that kid has got some skill. Now, a lot of people argue whether or not the track was in the best condition or the worst condition at that time that he had his lap times, but it doesn't matter. He's a young star, and he's on the rise, and it seems like he's making some big moves. So let's be honest, he can't immediately jump into the pro ranks and start racing with the big boys. He has to do some pro-am races in order to get a little bit of background in the skills so he can get that license and start running with the big boys. I recently did a post just wondering, what do you guys think about people under the age of 18 or 16 years old jumping into the pro ranks? Is it smart? Is it wise? And a lot of you said what I thought you would say, and it's up to the rider. Now, at the same time, I've always been a little cautious as a kid going into something as crazy and as big as this. How's he going to hold himself together? However, Deegan's family feels very confident that the young man will be able to handle himself very well amongst all the pros. Plus, let's be honest, he has a background in motocross already. Like, his dad has done this stuff, like he's been in it for his entire life. I think he knows how to carry himself quite well, and he's one of those riders where, yeah, he's an exception, similar to Jet Lawrence or James Stewart. Those guys just jumped in and were immediately able to take care of business. So, let's get back to the juicy details to understand exactly what Hayden has to do in order to get that pro license so we can see him on the track at Ironman, supposedly. Yeah. So he's got to run some races like, the pro amateur races, the Unadilla, the ones we'd see at the next few races, right? He's got to get so many points, rather. That way he can add up and he can apply and he can gain his pro license and get in there with the big boys such as Jet Lawrence, Hunter Lawrence, and Joe Shimoda. I'm excited to see what he can do up against those guys because he's got some fast times, and some would argue that he's already faster than Joe Shimoda. I want to see it. I want to see the race. I want to see how they hold up. Now, let's be honest, I don't think they're going to get down there. I don't think Hayden's going to immediately blow through the entire pack. Not to say he doesn't have the capability, but there's some nerves to it whenever you go pro and you're racing on some of those bigger tracks with some of the bigger names. I don't think he's going to lack the skill. He has the skill. But there's a lot of maturity that one has to gain before they're able to do some of the things that some of the guys have been doing it for 2 or 3 years already know. Most of that is about motocross, right? The outdoor national side, Lucas Oil Pro Motocross. But what about the Monster Energy Supercross? How exactly is he going to get his foot in the door on that? I think there's a few different channels that he can go through in order to make that happen, but I honestly feel like his best step would be to go through Futures. The Futures program was very, very valuable for Rider D. It gives them a lot of insight into exactly, what that structure is going to feel like and look like. Not to say that Hayden doesn't already have that information and know what that looks like. It's just more of a focus on exactly how it's going to feel to be in those. So all you Danger Boy Deegan fans out there, it's about to happen. I know you guys are excited. I know you guys are pumped. And I can't wait to see exactly what he's going to do. I'm stoked about it. I'm excited about it in so many different ways because I love seeing the new people come up